Hey everybody, I'm Laura and I'm a 42-year-old medical student about to start my second career. I started cash stuffing in June of 2024. I started keeping track of how much I was saving in September, and so I would show how much I saved in each thing: September, October, November, and now we're going to tally up December. Most likely starting next year, I'll do this a little bit differently, but I figured I would keep consistent through the end of the year. I have really appreciated cash stuffing. It's absolutely improved my relationship with money and with spending. I actually was able to save 6 figures in my last career to be able to quit it and travel around the world for several years before I changed to decide to go into medicine. So I know how to save money and not spend, but my problem eventually became I had trouble spending money and feeling badly about it, or like not spending anything for a long period of time and then like kind of binging, if you can use that word. And what cash stuffing has done for me, because I'm allotting money kind of like into categories, I don't feel that guilt about spending when it's coming out of a category that I already told myself it's okay for me to spend this money on this thing. So that has helped a lot. Also, having physical money, I have really appreciated actual cash stuffing and not using prop money, but real money. Like, I love it so much. It's made money so much more real to me. I like never want to go back. I love cash so much now. It makes me so mad when I go to an event and I can't use cash. But anyway, I wanted to share with you before we got started the 3 goals that I set for myself in June. And basically these goals are from June of 2024 to June of 2025. And the reason for that is I'm on an academic schedule. So in medicine, our schedules start like July 1st through the end of June, and then the next year starts. So that's kind of how I had it going. When I start residency in July, I'll start getting a real salary. So that will be very nice, but I've been doing it mostly on student loans and my investments from before, and then also money that I make as an author. Anyway, so these were my goals. I wanted to save between $7,000 and $10,000 to move, because for residency, I don't know where I'm going to end up going. I find out on March 21st. I open an envelope and it tells me, and that can be quite expensive. I am using the 118 envelope challenge for that. And that's like the 100 envelope challenge, where envelopes are numbered 1 through 100, but in this case, 118. And you save that amount that's written on the envelope. And altogether, that will save me a little over $7,000. Now, I'm hoping I can save a little bit more after I hit that goal, because I'd like to have some money to set up my apartment, and some of the costs of starting residency can kind of hit you and you don't really get paid for like a month or so. The other goals I had, I wanted to do 1,000 in my emergency fund. So I did accomplish that. You can see that here. And then this challenge was basically every month I wanted to put money away to go on a celebratory trip for graduating from medical school, because it's a really big deal. So I've been putting a jewel down every time I've reached a milestone. So this month I'll be able to put a jewel for December, because I put money in it's a high yield savings account that I don't look at because I want to surprise myself. I'm going to open this in March, and then hopefully I think we're going to be able to put a jewel here for reaching over $4,000 in the moving fund. But let's tally it up and see. So to get these values, I basically went through this sheet, and this sheet is my budgeting for every month. And next month it'll look significantly better, but this is how I've been doing it. I looked for these were where most of my savings were. So my football savings challenge with my partner, saving with Judy, some extra savings, my iris binder, saving my change at the end of every week. The money that I have left over for my wallet every week goes into a just chillin' savings challenge, my mini savings challenge, and then my new binders, the amounts that I was saving for those, and then also my 118 envelope challenge. So let's add them up. Okay, so 118 envelope challenge, I was able to save quite a bit every week finally. So 248 plus 254 plus 250 plus 250, that equals, okay, $1,002 plus 3362 equals 4,364. So yes, we will be able to put a jewel right there. Okay, great. And then for football, that was 62 plus 43 plus 60 plus 58 equals 223. And then my partner also saved that amount, so we multiply that by 2. And then we add that to 1,256 equals, so now we have 1,702. And I think we finally decided that we're going to go to New York City for this trip because we both really miss going to good art museums, and I really wanted to go to some good jazz clubs. So we thought New York would be good for that. Okay, minis. So that's, let's see, so we got 40 times 3, and then plus 32 equals 152. And we don't know what is in that account. This is for my my mystery savings. So I don't actually know how much that is. I think it's a little over $1,000, I think. Okay, Iris binder, I was only able to put 10 in the month before, so I started with 10, and we put in 160. So that's easy, that's 170 that I have in there. And then change and chillin', that was 37 this month. And then I had to get this off of my spreadsheet. So for my new long-term binders, of which you haven't quite seen them all yet, but I've started saving for them on the side, that was 125 plus 140 plus 130 plus 140 equals 535. And then emergency and buffer, these were categories I did not have in previous count-ups. Like I didn't include those in these months, but I'm adding it because basically all of the things that I count as saving are things for the long term. And then maybe something like a big trip, like that I'll still count. But things like sinking funds to me, it's definitely really smart saving. It's really a smart way to handle your money to have sinking funds that you save a little bit every week or every month towards something that you know you're going to spend probably in the next year. But I don't count that as like more long-term savings. So I still consider this, it's going to be spent pretty soon. So that's spending. But I'm still curious. I've never added up how much that is. So I want to add up how much we put in. So that's 175 plus 175 plus 172 plus 178. And then my savings in Saving with Judy and the extra stuff that goes into my games binder, that also counts as sinking funds because all of this will feed back into sinking funds. It's just a way for me to play with this money a little bit before putting it in sinking funds. So we're going to say plus 17 plus 13 plus 12 plus 18 plus 8 plus 16 plus 13 plus 7 equals, okay, we're gonna write this. Okay, so I saved 804 into my sinking funds this month. That's awesome. Okay, so now we're gonna add this up to find out the total. And then the most important part is we're gonna find out what percentage of the income that I gave myself or earned this month, what percentage I actually put into saving. And then we'll do the same thing. We'll figure out what percentage I put into my short-term saving. Since that's still really a good thing, I just want to keep it as a separate item. So let's add this up. 1,002 plus 223 plus 152 plus 160 plus 37 plus 535 plus 58 equals. So that was 2,167 divided by 4534 equals 47.8% savings. That's really, really good. That's really, really good. As I was adding this up though, I was like, I don't know, because I was saving for moving, and I know I'm spending that within a year. That's very similar to like the purpose of sinking funds. And yet the saving for moving is not like a normal expense. It's like a particular large savings goal. So maybe that's why I view that separately from sinking funds. And then something like the football savings challenge, which is for a travel, like people save for travel in their sinking funds, and I am going to be spending this within a year. So how is that different than sinking funds? I don't know. And it's the same with like my minis. I'm saving for a trip. How is that different from sinking funds? I don't know. I don't think I've really worked out the logic yet, but we'll just go with my definitions as of today and just, you know, just do it because I'm still figuring it out. Okay, so for sinking funds, I saved 17.7% of my income into short-term future spending of like regular spending. And maybe that's how I look at it, like saving for long-term or big infrequent things like a future car or a future big trip or needing to move. Like I do see that differently than my sinking funds for like beauty stuff or for my normal sinking funds. I don't know. I know some people call it short-term and long-term, high priority, low priority. I don't know. If you have some thoughts, please share them in the comments. But that's that. Something that's exciting now is that I get to take the money. No, actually, what we need to do next is we need to fix this. We need to glue this back on. And then we also need to put our next jewels on. So let me find my jewels. Okay, I keep them in this box. These are all the minis that I've completed. Okay, so we need a light. Oh, we need this one for there. And then we need a purple. Yes, for there. Okay, and then I was able to find these. So let's do this. Now, I've learned in the past that basically you just want to do this really fast. Okay, and while those dry, we can take out the money that I get to put in my games binder, and then I get to play. So I do the Save with Judy coloring every Sunday with her, and that's how I save this money. And then I just have a random savings challenge that I take any like remaining money and put into here. So this month I did Chatty Cathy budgets. I'm gonna retire that. I'm also trying to slowly finish block drop. So now we need a new saving challenge for that. But this is all the money that I get to play with. Let's see, that's 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 2, 3, 4, $104 that I get to play with my games in my games binder. So that will be awesome. And then we need a new challenge. Let's do budget with Carly, this boot. And we'll just write in what it is, I guess. And maybe we'll just like keep using it until it's full. I don't know. Okay, so in comparison to last month I saved 22.1% of my income, which is also very good. Like people say you should shoot for 10 to 15%. I think we should be saving more than that personally, but over 20%, that's great. 47.8%, that is much closer to what I would like to spend. That's just my opinion, you know. Don't listen to me, I guess. But I'm gonna go play my games now. But thanks for hanging out and for checking out, you know, how December went for me. I'm really happy with this number, and I hope to continue in this area as much as possible. I will see you guys next video. Bye.